Alright, this is exciting. This is a hot end extruder assembly here that I've put together. Hot end is a E3D V6. I'm very happy with this, highly recommended, but we're not here to talk about the hot end today. What we are here to talk about is extruding with a micro geared DC motor. This motor looks tiny on this assembly. It weighs next to nothing, and it actually works. You can see from the mess here that I have been extruding. This gear motor has a 1000-to-1 gear reduction. At no load, the output shaft is spinning at about 30 RPM, which happens to be plenty fast for extruding needs, and that gear ratio gives a lot of torque on the output. I've got an encoder here for position feedback rather than a stepper motor where you drive at a known number of steps. I'll be reading the quadrature to control the position through a closed loop controller. I've got a spring clamp here that clamps the filament to the hob. The hob is on this shaft here. I'm missing a bearing right now. I don't have that size of bearing, but it's held in place by a beefy bearing on this half of the casing. The filament is loaded right through the clamp here. I can just push the clamp, feed the filament in, let go of the clamp. That's held in place. Alright, so here's my setup. Got the wire harness coming from the extruder hot end assembly there, MOSFET for PWM control to the heater, H-bridge for driving the motor, and thermistor feedback here. Prototyped on an Arduino right now. Let's fire this thing up and watch it extrude. Got a little wireless relay here, very handy. And wait for this to get up to temperature. I was just running it, so it's almost there already. This looks good. I've got a potentiometer here for manually controlling the PWM to the motor. I twist this pot. That motor starts turning, and there we are extruding. And only going at about 12, maybe 20% PWM right now, 20% duty cycle. This motor still has a lot to give. I'm going to speed it up here, and it's just making an extruded mess there. So, proof that that little DC motor can extrude.